I'm David Charvet with Charvet Classic Cars. We're here today with a 1934 Ford two-door Victoria. We're going to take a look at it. It's a beautiful restoration. Finished in black, as you can see. The body is laser straight. It is all Henry Ford steel, and it is impeccably restored. Let's take a look down this side while we're here. You can see the quality of the finish, the panel fit, everything is spot on, and likely even better than when it left the factory. The Victorias are unique because they have this trunk which pops open, and we'll show you that in a few minutes. It's a slant back, but there is a trunk in there as well. Has correct Firestone bias ply wide white walls on it, red wire wheels, and red pinstriping. Once again, looking down the sides, looking at the finish, you can see it's absolutely lovely throughout. The top insert was also replaced. It too was done right. All the chrome was done, and it's beautiful. The grill is also straight as an arrow. It's that great 34 grill. This is a deluxe model, so it has dual horns. Also the wood grain dash. And it has the Greyhound mascot. Again, just a great package. And for 1934, Ford really had it all together. Let's take a look underneath. You'll see, again, running boards were redone, new rubber. We come underneath, you'll see this is no rust, no rot. Everything done beautifully. Let's open it up and see how it runs. There it is, the 221 cubic inch, 85 horsepower Ford V8. Runs whisper quiet, as it should. Let's take a look at the other side. It's very stock and very correct. Of course, 85 horsepower in 1934. The earlier V8 in 32 had 60 horsepower. And when you consider the Model A a couple years before that was 40 horsepower, and then a couple years before that, the Model T with 20 horsepower. Within a 10-year period, Ford made terrific strides in horsepower and output. It runs, as they say, like a Swiss watch, or like a Ford V8. Now let's take a look inside. Suicide doors. Again, you can see the quality of the finish throughout. All the wood graining, again, being a deluxe model. Wood grain moldings, wood grain dashboard. It has the unique window system, which if you can raise it up and down, but also if you want a vent window, you continue to turn it and it opens this way. So it actually slides back in the frame. A great design. All wool mohair, in excellent condition throughout. Seat tips forward for access to the back. The rear compartment is here. And there you are. Beautiful headliner. There is a shade in the rear window. Just a lovely interior. Also has dual visors and dual windshield wipers, which was an option. Looking inside, correct rubber floor mat up front. Let's take a look at the instrument panel. You have the gas gauge on the left, speedometer and odometer. Shows 3,966 miles since restoration. Has working amp gauge. Also has a radio, which was an accessory, and replaced the ashtray. In this case, in this model, you'd replace the ashtray with the radio. And there is your cigarette lighter up above. And it has a large glove box. Knob in the center will open up the windshield. You can crank this out. You'll notice the windshield will move out. You also have a cowl vent out front. Handle is down below the dash. Opens like so. Handbrake in the middle. Starter button is in the center between the brake and the clutch. The starter button is there. The accelerator pedal is there. And there's the radio chassis underneath. So again, just a really nice package. There is a release right behind the seat, which opens the trunk. And we'll show you the trunk. Here's the trunk release handle. You raise it up, and outside it pops the trunk. So it's a unique trunk because when you open it, it will give you storage space with fabric sides, oilcloth sides. And this is, again, is unique to the Victoria. Once again, beautifully restored, correctly done. And you can put your suitcases in there, do whatever you like. Going on tour, if you've got people in the back seat, you'll notice again underneath, when this folds up, it again is very, very clean. And to close, you just push it forward and it will close. Just like that. Again, another neat design. Now let's take it for a drive. Starting is simple. Starter switch on the column. Again, just starter button on the floor. And that's it. It's quiet, it's smooth, it's really well done. 3-speed manual transmission on the floor, release the handbrake, and we will move forward. We're going over a gravel road here, probably much like you would have had in 1934 when these cars were new. I just shifted into second gear, and I'm going about 8 miles an hour. These cars really have plenty of torque. They operate quite nicely. Let's get out onto a smooth road here. Again, no clashing of the gears. It operates very, very smoothly. Come up here to a rolling stop, keep it in high gear, and again, just step on it. It goes really very, very nicely. You know, these really were remarkable in the day to have an 85 horsepower V8 when most of the other cars of the day were around 60 horsepower in the same price class. And to be able to have a V8 with this power, smoothness, and speed really is why Ford, of course, sold millions of them. A Of course, 1934 was the year that Clyde Barrow of Bonnie and Clyde wrote the famous letter to Henry Ford, extolling the virtues of the Ford V8 and how much they liked it as a getaway car. So they were quite the car. Well, if you have any questions about this Ford or any of the other cars that we represent, feel free to give me a call at 503-309-7729 or find me online at charvetclassiccars.com. I'm David Charvet. Thanks for watching.